What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the ICBA. My shirt's blending in because it's a green shirt from work. I just got off work and I wanted to record this team builder before the battle happened, so that way I wasn't like spoiling anything. I will say though, I have already gendered the team and I forgot to put the nicknames on. I'm sorry. Love me. So this week we're going up against the FC something Gallades. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I'm going to torture it. Butcher is what I meant to say, and I don't want to do that. So, looking at his team is stupid. He has Mega Blaziken, Kyurem Black, Torn T, Nihilego, Tangrowth, Uxie, and Empoleon. Like, so many amazing Pokemon. Literally the only thing on his team that is slightly bad is Vullaby, and even then it has some merit that I can see where it would be nice to come. Like, without Vullaby I can run Mono Psychic setup on my Latios and it's really good versus him. So like, if I bring Mono Psyshock and he doesn't bring Empoleon, or like his Empoleon dies early on in the game, I could just win with Mono setup with that. So I honestly fully expect Vullaby to come. However, his other mons are just so good that if he doesn't bring it's for a good reason. Team matchup wise, I want to let you guys know now, I have made a bunch of transactions to this team for week 5. So they're not in effect this week, they start in effect next week. So I'm not really sad with the transactions I made. However, I will be losing some Pokemon that I loved. So I will go over those next week, but I did want to let you guys know of that. I'm in the point of the season where I'm getting to the point in the season where I'm like, I'll be playing my 5th week game. I will be having to play people like Magearna, Mega Metagross, things like that. And I'm also having to look at playoffs. I want to make sure that my playoff team is drastically different than what my team is that I played for my first 4 opponents, because some of them I know I'm going to play again. Like Dai, I know I'm going to play again. This guy, I know I'm going to play again. I know I'm going to play Lux again because of how good his team is. He's sitting at a 2-1 record right now, which is really good. So I fully expect it. So yeah, my team this week is actually really simple stupid. My game plan for taking on busted things is to play normally and just attack what's in front of me and never let them be busted for free. So let's go ahead and talk about the main win con that I have this week. I have a Stored Power Calm Mind, a Cosmic Power Magic Guard Clefable. This thing, if its last mon wins, depending on what his setup is, of course, if he is, say... So let's say he's last mon Empoleon, Licky, Tangrowth, Uxie. This wins. It just sets up all of everything and kills everything. If he doesn't bring Vullaby, this is the Mono Psychic setup that I'm bringing. I'm not bringing it on Megalodi because I just don't think it has as good of a matchup, but Clef, it has a phenomenal matchup. What this also means is that I can actually tank hits from Mega Blaziken after Cosmic Power. I can soft boiled up and I can Stored Power to do a bunch of damage. So this is going to be the main win con. I really like it. It's kind of a busted Pokemon. He has to rely on critting me with something very strong like an Iron Head from Kyurem or a Sludge Wave from Nihilego. So that's the main win con. His wall core is extremely weak to Heracross, so I'm bringing Choice Banded Heracross this week. With Close Combat, Mega Horn, Earthquake, and Knockoff, everything on his entire wall core gets 2-shot from it aside from Comfey. Literally everything. Having Tangrowth Uxie makes him extremely weak to Bug Spam, so Mega Horn is really good. Having Empoleon means that he's very weak to fighting spam, along with Heliolisk and Licky, so that's very good, and Kyurem Black for that matter. And then Earthquake is there because it does actually 2-shot Comfey. However, the downside to it is he can just run Draining Kiss me, get a lot of his health back, and pretty much make my Heracross useless. So this is going to be my designated lead. If he leads off with Uxie, by the way, he loves Memento Uxie. He's brought it a bunch. He's brought it, I think he's brought it every single game, if I'm not mistaken. So I do fully expect that. If I can take out Uxie turn 1, that'd be great. If I can take out Tangrowth turn 1, that'd be great. That's the main idea with this set, is just to take something out super early and hopefully make it one of the busted Pokemon. So I just realized that whenever I re-nickname him for you guys, I misspelled it. So I did put the nicknames on it because I wanted you guys to see. So I'm bringing Accelgor for the first time this season. I'm bringing enough speed to outspeed Torn plus some. I think it's just Torn. But I'm bringing really good coverage for pretty much his entire team. Remember when I said Bug and Fighting just destroys him? Well, it really does destroy him. Bug and Fighting coverage is super, super good. And to make it even better, this thing is also one of my really good checks to Mega Blaziken. If it starts setting up Swords Dances and starts setting up Speed Boosts and starts getting really out of hand, everything on my team is designed to do minimum 50% to it all the time. Like Close Combat and Mega Horn do a lot to it. Cosmic Power does a lot to it, and obviously you can tell that like just stabs from these things do a lot of damage to it. Water Shuriken with 3 hits and the Expert Belt does minimum 50%, meaning that as long as he's a little bit weakened, that thing should never get out of hand. And once Mega Blaziken is gone, I can handle everything else pretty well. I can deal with the vast majority of his team pretty easily. Like his wall core and bulky mons of Torn, Uxie, Tangrowth, Licky, they really don't like the combination of just Clef plus Heracross on its own, not to mention these last 3 that I have in the back. So very, very, very good bring this week. And I'm thinking of something that he won't really expect. Water Shuriken is something that not many people remember that Accelgor gets, so I'm hoping he forgets about it. So then we have a Spadef Steelix. This thing is pretty much there to just guarantee live hits from special Kyurem, Torn, and Heliolisk. Those are the big ones. They're Pokemon that are super, super scary, and all of them don't really appreciate Gyro Balls plus Earthquakes. I'm also bringing Toxic Spam on 2 of my Mons, because if I can get Toxics off on Uxie, Tangrowth, Torn, Licky, Comfey, and he doesn't have a Cleric of some sort, then I'm able to just deal with them right off the bat with Toxicking them, and I have really good recovery on this team, so it's not like he can do a whole lot to that. So, very, very, very good Spadef pivot, and it's also a really good check to Nihilego as well. Nihilego can't really do much to me unless he's like really offensive HP firing, gets a couple beast boosts, which as you can see, he's going to struggle to do that versus me. Like, he might get 1, but he can't get multiple versus me, so that's really, really good. So the next mod on the team is Jellicent, and I'm bringing this set specifically because it outspeeds Empoleon, and this is one of the best checks to Empoleon that there is. If I see Empoleon, I'm leading off with Jellicent instead of my Heracross, because more than likely he's going to be Choppleberry, because like even though Lando is really, really good, Lando has a really shit matchup this game. Between Tangrowth and Torn and Uxie, I'm forced to run Fly Z, meaning that all he has to do is run a Shukaberry on it with Ice Beam, and he can OHKO my Lando turn 1, and that's really, really bad for me. So I think it has a really poor matchup, meaning I think he's going to expect that because he's a smart player, and he's going to bring Choppleberry instead of Shukaberry. That's my thought process behind that. I think that it's pretty logical. He's going to expect me to expect him to bring Shuka and then bring something else. So I think it's pretty logical personally, but this is one of the best checks to it. I switch it in on Scalds. I can taunt it before it taunts me because of my speed investment, and then I can go ahead and I can just start scalding him down, and I can taunt him, preventing him from going for rocks, toxics, defogs, roars, whatever have you, and that's really, really good. The only bad thing would be is if he's knockoff, but even then, I have Colberberry. I have the Colberberry specifically for Mega Blaziken. I don't think Mega Blaziken will bring Thunder Punch this game. I think knockoff is much more likely if he brings Mega Blaziken, which he should. It literally 2-shots everything on my entire team with Flare Blitz, High Jump Kick, knockoff. Everything on my entire team gets 2 shots, so that's really, really stupid. Anyway, I really do think that this set works well as just a really bulky pivot. If I take out his really hard hitters against this thing, he's going to struggle to kill it, and that's really, really good. So last but not least, I played around with this set a lot, like a lot. I went from having Calm Mind Refresh with Mono Psychic. I went from having Dragon Dance. I went from having a bunch of different ideas. But then ultimately, I just realized that I wanted Clef to be my main win con. And I was like, okay, I just need to bring a Wall Breaker set. A Wall Breaker set just does so much damage versus his entire team, because nothing on his team wants to take the combination of these moves outside of Tangrowth. And if Tangrowth is coming in, typically I should be able to go into my Steelix, my Heracross, or my Jellicent to Toxic it. And then I don't really care what I do to it, because it can't do much to me back. I had a sub-calm mindset at one point in time. However, I couldn't make it to where I had enough speed for Kyurem Black while also having my sub never broken by Tangrowth knockoff, meaning that I wouldn't be able to set up Calm Minds and subs on Tangrowth easily, meaning he could Leech Seed stall me. So I just found a bunch of different errors that never worked out perfectly aside from this specific set. So Draco Meteor plus Psyshock hits almost everything on his entire team super hard. So I, except for Empoleon, which I'm running Thunderbolt for, and realistically Empoleon isn't going to be something that I want this thing in on because I don't want this thing toxic. I do have enough bulk, I believe. No, I needed it to be like max HP to live a Dragon Claw from Kyurem. That was that set. I do have enough speed for Nihilego, meaning I can always hit it with a Psyshock before it gets any super scary boosts off on me. And that's really good. Torrent's Hurricanes never two-shot me after Stealth Rocks. It's honestly just a stupid fat Pokemon, and it works out really well. This is the 6 I'm going to be bringing. I hope you guys are excited for the game. I sure am. I would love to stay 4-0. Well, become 4-0. Stay undefeated is what I meant to say. But if you guys are excited, please make sure to leave a like down below for me. Also, make sure you check out my opponent's links and stuff. All of that stuff will be down in the description below. But with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.